In today's video, we're going to be covering 8 Middle Eastern fragrances that I would give a perfect 10 out of 10. To get a perfect 10 out of 10 score on this channel, guys, your scent profile has to be fantastic, the ingredients have to smell high quality, performance needs to be at least 8 hours of longevity, wearability needs to be at least 3 out of 4 seasons, and then the price point has to be fair or excellent. Middle Eastern fragrances are getting a lot of hype these days, mainly for being clones. However, I don't think that's fair. I think Middle Eastern houses can do some fantastic original creations as well. A lot of people are saying that Middle Eastern houses are now giving people much better value for their money than Western houses, which is fair enough. So today I wanted to explore mostly original creations from Middle Eastern fragrance houses, as well as a few clones as well. Hopefully you guys learned some new fragrances through this list here today. Let's begin. Rasi Shura. This is a fragrance I wish I had purchased a lot sooner. People say this is polarizing, but actually I think this is a lot more wearable than you will think if you've read about this fragrance. This is a clean, aromatic leather and oud scent. It's very cheap, so it's not going to be real oud, but it still smells like a very high quality fragrance. Slightly green, aromatic overall, mature, gentlemanly, slight bit of smokiness in here. This is a very unique and interesting Middle Eastern creation. It just smells very clean, very gentlemanly. It's so cheap that it smells like something an expensive individual would wear. If you like fragrances like the original Fahrenheit, if you like fragrances like Bentley for Men Intense, try out Shuhrah. 12 hours longevity, medium to loud projection. This is a beastly fragrance and not as difficult to wear as some might think. Arabian Oud Signature. If you want Middle Eastern Bleu de Chanel, then get this fragrance. They are not clones at all. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that I feel like people who like Middle Eastern fragrances, you like Bleu de Chanel, this is sort of like the translation of that. This is a very versatile day and night signature that is a big bomb of cardamom and ambroxan, but it's not an annoying ambroxan like Sauvage. This is a much more palatable, sexier, very sweet, clean, and also just much more manageable and palatable ambroxan overall. 12 hours longevity with a medium projection. This stuff is potent. I know a lot of you get annoyed with that performance on Bleu de Chanel. This is the remedy for that. It doesn't smell like Bleu de Chanel, but it sort of has like that sort of thickness, that feel, that texture of a versatile woody amber that has enough brightness to balance itself out, but it's still got that dark allure to it in its signature, sort of like Bleu de Chanel has. Arabian Oud is a really underrated brand in general. I really want to keep exploring more of their house, but this is definitely a strong starting point if you want to check out the brand. Today's video is sponsored by Naseem Perfumes. Naseem are a Dubai-based house that specialize in aqua parfums, meaning that their fragrances do not use any alcohol at all. If you guys don't know how traditional fragrances are made, they are made partly with fragrance oil, and then the majority of their concentration is made with perfumer's alcohol, meaning that your fragrance will be sprayed on your skin directly. It has a lot of alcohol on there. It can burn a lot of people's skin. It's not good for people with sensitive skin, hence why Naseem have taken several years to perfect their formula for water-based perfume. So there's no alcohol in here. This is a completely water-based fragrance. It's sort of like a white milky substance that I recommend when you're using their fragrances. You shake the bottle a little bit first and then spray from a distance so that you don't get that white residue that you can get from their bottles, but it's a very cool idea and very good alternative for people with sensitive skin. I said before in a previous promotion from Naseem that I really like Lost in the Woods. That's a fantastic signature. I like Shabab that they've sent me recently as well, but this is my new favorite from the brand now, and that is African Sunsets. This is a really sexy signature scent you can wear all year round that is a mixture of a fruity pear note with a warm ginger and woody amber backbone. This is sort of like if Ultramal had a baby with the original YSL L'Homme, they would make this fragrance here, and this is very long lasting, at least 10 hours with a medium projection, very high quality, very smooth, unique, and it's all less than 30 pounds, guys. If you guys are interested in the same perfumes, I strongly recommend you check out African Sunset. We'll leave a link in the description down below as well as in the pinned comment. Thank you to Naseem for sponsoring today's video. If you support them, guys, you're also supporting School of Scent. Let's continue. Latifa's Oud Honor and Glory. Easy 10 out of 10. I keep talking about this fragrance on the channel. I'll briefly mention the scent profile. It's pineapple, cinnamon, with woody notes, vanilla notes, and a very unique gourmand creme brulee, but being very balanced, a very sexy, unique, unisex scent that lasts at least 8 hours with medium projection. Very versatile as well, surprisingly balanced with all those notes. and you can wear this most of the year round. Maybe not in the summer daytime, but all other seasons, as well as summer nighttime, this works. Much higher quality than the price would suggest, a very smooth blend, a top recommendation for myself. While on the topic of Lattafa, I'm gonna mention Latifa's Asad, which I do not own my bottle anymore. That's because I hate the scent profile of Sauvage Elixir. I don't like the scent profile of Sauvage Elixir. It's a very intense, licorice heavy, aniseed, almost like nutmeg, lavender, ambroxan bomb that's just very intense, very spicy. Not necessarily sweet, just very intense in its spiciness. Headache inducing to my nose with even just 2 sprays in the dead of winter time. Latifa's Asad freshens it up a bit, makes it less dense. Doesn't smell as expensive, but still smells better than its price would suggest, or at least smells very good for its price tag. Still has 10 hours longevity, pretty good longevity, medium projection. Not as beastly as Sauvage Elixir, but for its price tag, fantastic. If you want a more manageable alternative to Sauvage Elixir, then Latifa's Asad to me gets everything correct. It really takes the scent DNA, puts it in the right direction to my nose. That's why I give it a 10 out of 10 objectively, but subjectively, I don't really like that style, so I gave my bottle away, but it's a fantastic clone. If you like that kind of style, that spicy, intense Middle Eastern style, try out Latifa's Asad. Alexandria Fragrances, Hafez 1984. Alexandria Fragrances is primarily a clone house, if you wanted to wear, and most of their scents are created by Hani Hafez, who is a perfumer from Egypt. So I'm gonna say this is a Middle Eastern fragrance, even though I think the brand is actually based in California. It's made by an Egyptian perfumer, and this is one of their few original creations. Hafez 1984 is actually one of my most complimented fragrances because it's loud, it smells expensive, it smells luxurious, and it's so unique and so distinct. This is intense spices, intense smoky tobacco with boozy notes in here and vanilla as well. It has some reminiscence to red tobacco in its opening, but overall I think this is better, this is smoother and much more affordable as well. This is a fragrance that you can get 30 ml for around £35 or $40, and this is the kind of fragrance you only need really 30 ml because it's so potent. This is the kind of fragrance you put 2 sprays on, you'll fill up a room. That's how strong this stuff is, guys. It's over 12 hours longevity with a loud projection. This is one of the sexiest tobacco fragrances I know and the best value tobacco loud fragrance that you can really buy. So if you guys want a great introduction into the brand of Alexandria Fragrances, Hafez 1984 is my strong recommendation. Nishan Sultan Vetiver. This is a fragrance you don't hear much talk about in the community, and it's a fragrance I only ever had as a sample, a 2 ml, but even those little mini sprays from a sample atomizer, it was potent. This is a very strong vetiver scent. This is truly niche perfumery. You must love vetiver to love this fragrance. When I say vetiver here, I'm talking about 3 different layers of vetiver, 3 different variations. You can get your more smooth vetivers, more dry vetivers, and of course the really smoky, intense vetivers. Sultan vetiver is everything, all of this. It is very photorealistic, intense, woody vetiver, very smoky, very thick, has some strong musks to back it up as well, meaning this is a very long-lasting vetiver, fresh scent technically, that lasts over 14 hours with a medium to loud projection. I like these kind of fragrances that really laser down on a particular note and really try to maximize its potential. I think if you're a lover of vetiver fragrances, I will say that you must try Sultan Vetiver. It's one of the best out there. A more smooth, easy to understand, expensive vetiver. It's not Middle Eastern, it's not a Middle Eastern house. This is Roja's Vetiver Parfum. It would be my alternative recommendation. I'm not sure if I would ever buy a bottle of Sultan Vetiver. I like vetiver actually more than most people, but I'm not sure I love it that much. You really have to be a massive fan of that note, but it's a cool creation. I think more people should check it out by Nishane, so that's why I will say it's a 10 out of 10. Objectively, still gets everything correct. And of course, my new Baby Kajal Äican. I can recommend this to most guys. You will get a silver bullet fragrance. This is something like, let's say, Bulgari's Tygar had a baby with pineapple and passion fruit, and also had a baby with a gourmand praline note. This is tropical gourmands Tygar is how I describe it, but it's different enough to Tygar. It's not redundant if you own both, although I don't think I'd want to buy Tygar whilst owning this. It kind of has that backbone in there. This is more sweet, more sexy, playful, a very interesting, sexy, tropical, fruity fragrance. One of the best that I've ever smelled. I acquired a sample because of our Discord group, and I had to get a full bottle very soon afterwards. Fantastic versatility all year round, day and night for both genders, a little bit more masculine leaning overall. This is an easy 10 out of 10. This will make you stand out. This is a silver bullet fragrance for those guys who want to be unique from knowing the best scents by being in the fragrance community. Keep this a secret because I think this is the kind of fragrance you want to gatekeep. And lastly, Amo Jubilation 40. This was kindly sent in to me by Amo last year, and one of the best fragrances that's in my collection. Yes, it's very expensive. It's £400, but you're getting a 40% extrait. That's not even extrait. Just so you know, guys, an extrait is considered anything 25% and above. So this is way over that. It's really clearing that extrait definition. One of the most expensive fragrances I've ever smelled. If you look at the note breakdown, it pretty much has everything that is expensive in perfumery. Real oud, real opoponax, the real resins. I think it's got like myrrh, frankincense in here. Has a beautiful ambery glow in here. It's very smooth with some very sexy fruity notes in here as well. The original Jubilation 25 is sexy, woody, fruity oud. It's very easy and balanced and very easy to understand. Jubilation 40 takes it up a notch, makes it deeper, richer. It smells much more expensive as well, and it still has great versatility. 3 out of 4 seasons, day and night, for the rich, luxurious man. Although I wouldn't say you should wear this in the summertime, it's probably its weakest season, but it's got great versatility, this fragrance. If you want a versatile signature, you're made of money and you want to display that, you want to smell like money, this is the fragrance to do it. And that concludes this video, guys. What are your thoughts on Middle Eastern fragrances and Middle Eastern fragrance houses? Do you think they are killing it right now? Do you think their popularity is going to continue to increase? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And again, guys, make sure you check out Naseem Perfumes, who make their own unique water-based fragrances. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our previous video where I review the highest rated Middle Eastern fragrances. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.